So, what's going on with you two?
Well, Steve asked me to marry him, but I told him that I wasn't ready for marriage yet.
Steve, what was your reaction to that?
Well, I was a little disappointed at first, but eventually I realized that it was for the best.
So where is your relationship right now?
We're just enjoying each other's company.
Are you engaging in physical relations?
When I can get him in the mood.
He's not?
Not very often.
Steve, why is that?
Honestly, I don't know.
Stephanie, why do you think that is?
I think it's mental. I am not mental. I did not call you mental. That's a completely different subject.
Whatever may come our way, we'll deal with it day to day. We hope you'll be there while we're living in our timeshare.
Well, I thought that was a productive session we had this morning. I suppose. Anyway, I'm going out job hunting today. Any prospects? I have a few. One of them has something to do with the world tour. Really? I'm not sure what it's all about. Hopefully it's something that I'm qualified for. Oh, come on. You're qualified for a lot of things. Apparently the business world doesn't seem to think so. Maybe you're just being too picky. Well, I'm not going to settle for just anything. Sometimes you have to, Steph. Then, over time, that job leads to better things. Steve, I don't have time to wait for better things. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not 20-something anymore. Steph, do you have any idea how many people have started careers in their 60s? Colonel Harlan Sanders was 65 years old when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't want to open up a chicken shack. That's not what I meant, and you know it. You're never too old to go out and get what you want. What if I fail? Then you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. You make it sound so easy. I never said it would be easy. Nothing in life is easy. At least nothing worthwhile. I mean, look at us. What about us? We haven't exactly had an easy time of it. No, we haven't. I mean, first it was your hang-ups about sex. Then it was my sister. It was one thing after another, and yet here we are. And one day we are going to get married. If I live that long. You will. That's up to you anyway. I'm ready now. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe what's the problem? Maybe you're just afraid of success. That's ridiculous. Is it? You have God knows how many degrees and no job. You've got a guy who is dying to marry you, ready to marry you now. You could have the world at your feet, and yet, here you are. Maybe I'm the one who's mental. I don't believe that either. You're just scared. It isn't an uncommon problem. You sound like you're speaking from experience. Actually, I am. You think my professional life was a bed of roses before I retired? You never did tell me about your work history. Because it would take too long. My employment history was one job after another, with plenty of years of unemployment in between. Did you ever find anything you were good at? Eventually, but it took me most of my life. The key was never giving up. Well, I'm not giving up. I have 2 places I'm going to today. You mentioned something about a world tour. That's the one place. And the other? A group that's looking for a booking agent. It doesn't pay much. I work off a percentage of the gross. That could turn out to be a lot of money. If the group is a success, sure. But if they flop, I'm essentially working for nothing. Then you be the best damn booking agent they could ever have, and you make them a success. You think I can? Steph, I think you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Anyway, look, I have some things I need to take care of, so I'm gonna go, and I'll be back later. If I put my mind to it, I may have to put my mind and body into it. So, where did Mary Poppins go? Believe it or not, she went out job hunting. Well, that's a waste of time. And why is that? Because she's incapable of getting a job? In this economy, Bill Gates would have trouble getting a job. Bill Gates doesn't need a job. It's a good thing because he never get one. Roy tells me you're thinking about going back to driving a truck. I've been considering it. Why? It's not like you need to work. No, but I'm going stir crazy. So then why don't you and Roy take a trip? We don't want to leave the kids alone. They won't be alone. They'll be with me and Steph and Martina and... oh my God. They might as well be alone. See what I mean? You're not the most responsible bunch in the bananas. Speaking of bananas, I'm afraid Steph is going to lose it if she doesn't find work soon. How many degrees does she have? I've lost count. If you ask me, I think she's just afraid of success. That girl's afraid of a lot of things. I would have sworn she'd say yes to your marriage proposal. That was kind of a shock to me, too. I mean, what the hell is that girl waiting for? She's waiting until she's ready. Has she looked in the mirror? She ain't 20-something anymore. You know, it's funny. That's what she said. Now that's scary. What is? That we think alike. You two are more alike than you realize. Shudder the thought. Did you see how scared she was of that mouse? Phyllis, we all know how brave and tough you are. Yeah, and I know. You like 'em sweet and not so innocent. Hey, you and Roy seem to be doing okay. Speaking of the devil. Okay, the truck's all gassed up and ready to go. Where are you guys off to now? We're looking at a piece of property down south. You thinking of moving? Yeah, he doesn't like the neighborhood anymore. What's wrong with it? I don't like the element moving in. They all drive Hondas and read the Times. I'm sure they're all Democrats. Either that or communists. And that's why you're gonna move? Can you think of a better reason? Crime makes the top of my list. Driving a Honda and reading the Times is a crime. At the very least, it should be a misdemeanor. If we like this place, we're open to move in the 1st of June. Oh, right after we close for the summer. I guess that's as good a time as any. Where are you going to be staying this summer? Steph and I and her mother are probably going to stay at my place. That's if we could talk her mom into it. Good luck with that. So, you ready to go? Yeah, keep your shirt on. At least till I'm ready to drag your ass to bed. You really want to threaten me while I'm finding us a home? Probably not. Well, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for.
No times on the front steps of our neighbor will be good enough. Come on, let's go.
I hate to break this to him, but a lot of Republicans drive a Honda and read the Times. Okay, Steve. The last call-in show was a train wreck. You have to do something to keep the undesirable callers from wrecking the place. I may just have to screen them first. But who do I get to do that? Well, there's no reason
Well,
for you to get so upset.
somebody just came home.
Please, it's not the end of the world.
I can't believe you did that.
How did I know that the top was loose? Okay. What happened now?
We went to a diner for lunch.
Seems harmless enough.
You would think so, but not with this one around.
What happened?
The waitress brought us our salad. This one takes the dressing, shakes it up, the top flies off, dressing goes all over the place, including my dress.
Seems like a harmless accident.
You would think so, but no.
Okay. What? Well, it seems there was this truck driver in the next booth. Oh, tell me you didn't.
All over his hat.
Oh, brother.
So he walks over to our table with a look that could kill a cobra.
What did he do? Well, I think he was about to pummel both of us until he saw that it was an old lady and me.
How are you calling an old lady?
Be thankful that he only asked you if you wanted to have your hearing aid adjusted from the inside. So he didn't hurt either of you.
No, but he did give us a warning.
He was very big. Reminded me of Phyllis. As long as you're all right. Look, I need a favor. Do you remember the call-in show?
How can I forget? It was a disaster.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
I get that you have low standards, but that was bad.
Well, I know how we can make it better. We need somebody to screen calls.
That's not a bad idea.
Good. Will you do it?
Excuse me?
I figure you're the perfect person.
I'd rather go back to the diner and fight the truck driver.
I'm not sure fighting was what he had in mind. I mean, he did have his eyes all over you.
Are you crazy? He was young enough to be my son. And don't you get any ideas?
Did I say anything?
No, but I know what you were thinking.
A great skill to have for being a call-in screener. I think it's a great idea, and I think you should do it. Please?
All right, I'll give it a try. But if I don't like it, I'm gone.
Fair enough.
So when is the next show?
I think I'm going to start it up again in October. That'll give me tons of time to come up with topic ideas.
Here's a topic you can use. Worst call-in show. See how many vote for yours.
It's brilliant. I'll think about it.
So where's my daughter?
She's out job hunting.
Well, it's about time.
Well, let's just hope she finds something. Because right now, her confidence is at an all-time low. idea when Steph will be back? Not a clue. Job hunting can be quite time-consuming. I remember all the job interviews you went on. All of them? All of them. I remember the one in particular. It was a group interview. Oh, when the guy asked all of us who hates sales? And you said, I do, and he told you that you could leave. Yeah, that was the shortest interview I'd ever been on. Isn't it ironic that the biggest success I ever had was when I went into business for myself and sold How to Make Money books? Trust me, the irony was not lost on me. A brute guy teaching others how to make money. Hey, I made money doing it. It was definitely a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think my favorite job was when I was working at DZ Software. Oh, you mean as a QA tech? I really did a good job there. I think if the company hadn't gone out of business, I might have retired from there. It just wasn't meant to be. So what if Steph not finding work is what's meant to be for her? Do you think that's possible? I don't know. I do know that I keep telling her to stay positive. Well, if you believe it, she'll believe it. I hope so. Come on, Roy, get a move on. Well, how did you two make out with the open house?
Steve, you should have seen this place.
That good or that bad?
You want to tell him?
Somebody tell me. For starters, it's on a dead-end street. It's so narrow, you can barely drive the truck down it. Well, that's not good. Anyway, we parked the truck, and we walk up to the front steps, and I hear these critters coming out from underneath them. I was too scared to find out what the hell they were. Well, this isn't sounding promising.
Oh, it gets worse.
How much worse can it get? Please tell me you didn't just ask that. Yeah, what was I thinking? Anyway, we get in the house and there's spider webs hanging all over the place. Some of them were as large as Mary Poppins' backside. That's pretty large. Martina, behave yourself. The kitchen has a stove that's older than Mary Poppins' mom. I tried to turn it on and it spit at me. Kind of like what Roy does when I try to seduce him. This is definitely not sounding promising.
It gets worse.
Seriously? I would have been out the front door by now. The bedroom has cracks in the walls that look like they were made by either a very large spider or a very small chimera.
That's when we decided to leave.
So obviously you're not taking it. Oh, we're taking it all right. Huh?
We're gonna fix it up and rent it out as a tourist attraction.
We'll make a fortune. You're serious? Do they sound like they're joking?
I figured we charge like $10 admission for the tour.
And we don't even have to hire actors. Eventually something's gonna come crawling out of those walls. Who in their right mind would go to a place like that? I'm actually thinking of buying a ticket. Or maybe I can get one of my doctor friends to take me. You may need a doctor after going there. So, Iggy, what have you been up to today? I got a letter from Moose today. Oh, how's he doing? He's doing good. He's gonna try to get out here soon. I told him Dirk and Zeke miss him. What's he been doing?
He's working as a tour guide at a haunted house.
You know, it's funny you said that. Roy and Phyllis are thinking about buying this rundown house and charging people money to walk through it.
Why not? You'll be surprised what people pay to see.
Actually, nothing surprises me anymore. One of these days, I'm going to walk into a grocery store, and inside, there's going to be a bear at the entrance handing out pamphlets for Rogaine.
Actually, it's Men's Hair Club, but you got the idea.
Huh?
The Quick Mart in the center of town. On weekends, they got a zebra wearing a Harry Potter's wizard's cap.
The world really has gone crazy.
Speaking of crazy, where's Stephanie?
She went out job hunting. She should be back soon.
Boy, I remember the good old days of hunting for a job.
DJ gig aside, you must have had some really wild jobs.
I think my favorite one was when I was driving a cab.
You drove a cab?
Yeah, the dispatcher was a real piece of work. His name was Louie.
Mean guy?
The meanest. I was waiting for his head to spin around and spit up pea soup.
And yet you loved the job?
Yeah, the people I worked with were great.
Do you remember any of them?
I remember them all. There was Alex, Elaine, Tony, and then there was his mechanic Latka. He had a split personality. Half the time I never knew who I was talking to.
Sounds like a colorful bunch.
Oh, they were great.
So what happened?
The cab company went out of business.
That must have been a sad day for you.
Not as sad as it was for Louie. He had nobody to yell at anymore.
I'm sure he found other victims as he went through life.
Actually, one day, he found out he had a twin brother. Funny, they didn't look anything alike.
They were probably fraternal twins.
No, I don't think they fraternized much at all.
So, how did it go?
Actually, it went very well.
Did you get a job?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I think she means she doesn't know if she's going to work or not. Gee, even I understood that.
Well, the job description is a little vague, and the details haven't been ironed out yet. Plus, there's no start date to speak of.
Well, what do you know?
Not much, actually, but they're going to call me when the details are ironed out, and they're ready to have me start.
Well, I guess it's something.
I just hope they don't make me wait too long.
One job, I had to wait 6 months to start.
How come so long?
I had the wrong address. I could have sworn it was 22 Maple, not Pine. All I know was some kind of tree.
Steph, you might want to call them in a couple of weeks for an update.
I intend to.
Or was it Elm Street?
Don't worry, I know where I was. At least I think I do.
Of course, it could have been Oak. Hi, Steve. I'm not Captain America Rogers here, with another installment of Timeshare Tidbits. Catherine Whitehorn once said, "Find out what you like doing best and get someone to pay you for doing it." This week, Steph went job hunting. I don't know if she went out looking for something that she did best, but she did end up finding something. Hopefully, it'll turn out to be something she loves. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the bathroom. Elsewhere, Roy and Phyllis found a house that was a total disaster. So what did they decide to do? Buy it and charge people to walk through it. Just goes to show you, some people will spend money on just about anything. Kind of explains the pet rock and ticket sales for a Milli Vanilli concert. Meanwhile, Steph and I are taking things slow, one day at a time. With any luck, she'll get a job, a little self-confidence, and we'll be married in just enough time to walk through Roy and Phyllis's dream house, or whatever they decide to call it. All I know is the only thing I want to get bitten by while I'm there is my girlfriend. Roger's out.